sponsor. These are genuine Kenyans who think that some of those commissioners, we call it a William Ruto commission, but we hold the view that this commission should be in place. Even if William Ruto himself declares that he's a chairman of IBC, we will have him lose by big margin.
But look, let's flip it a bit.
Yeah.
You look at the entire process.
Yeah.
That we've shortlisted candidates.
Yes.
Midway, you come and add 5 more candidates.
Of course, yeah.
Isn't that also creating a spawning ground for injunction? That's what I'm asking.
That's right.
You think this
That's
is
right.
truly
Maybe
deliberate?
they did that deliberately.
They knew that. Yes, you
they
moved
may
to
have
court
done
to
that
challenge
deliberately.
it.
Remember, there were some who were accusing us of because we wanted the panel itself to look reasonable, right? Mm-hmm. And then they sponsored a fellow called Muli to go and spend all the time arguing and rushing up and down until he said, get on with it. So they got on with it. Now we have a William Ruto IBC. Never mind. Let it be sworn and let us get on to, because that's what his advisor has now resigned, was trying to argue. Moses Kuria, saying the days are kicking by. He's trying to refer to the famous Kriegler report, said there should be an IBC in place 2 years before the election. All right? But Kenyans will not take anything less than an election latest by 2027.
Thank you. Right. I just want to move on to what the Speaker of the National Assembly was cautioning you about. You specifically, against aligning with Gachagua, warning that the cousin...
Which speaker?
Of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula.
Moses Wetangula.
Yes.
Oh, Weta. Baba
yes,
Roma,
yes, yes.
Yeah?
Warning that the cousin rhetoric could frustrate national unity.
Oh, but now, I think he should be a cousin himself. Anybody opposed to William Ruto is a cousin. All right? So, I don't know what national unity is talking about. If indeed it was Weta who organized the goons to stop us from going as united opposition to Australia.
Isn't that, just giving a demarcation that, people who are not for Ruto, then they are not cousins. So, in you and the spirit of fostering unity, should this sort of mantras like cousins... Kenyans are actually... Kenyans are very smart. You know, because of
years,
be condoned?
Years of civic education have brought Kenyan political awareness to a pedestal which is not even common in the region. Therefore, Kenyans know what you mean. It cannot, we must distinguish between political slogans and things that are
indeed,
serious.
But this slogan hearing, I think sometimes it could be
slogan hearing is very good.
They can
we
be
are saying
very dangerous.
Komboa Kenya, for example. Wiper Patriotic Front has now come up with the slogan Komboa Kenya. All right? Komboa Kenya, if you want to be mischievous, you may want to say, oh, what are you komboaring Kenya from? But we now know it is from people like William Ruto's administration. Okay?
But
because the country is going down the drain.
It's predicated.
Everybody knows that.
It's predicated on negative ethnicity, people will assume.
That negative ethnicity.
When we talk about, the shareholders, what is so discernibly different with cousins?
I think you should ask whoever was accusing Rigiji about that. He explained it even to me because I had to ask him. And he said, I was actually doing the bidding of my boss. He said, you who are not Kenya Kwanza, who didn't vote for Kenya Kwanza, right, should have no business asking for development.
But it didn't really come across as that.
That was a thinking, and the matter was actually ventilated at the level of the Senate, and I think his team was able to dispel that notion. And people keep on saying, shareholders. Everybody knows. By the way, everybody knows if we have the political divide, there are those who belong to Kenya Kwanza and those who belong to United Opposition.
Don't you think maybe he did a sloppy job in trying to communicate that particular mantra?
I think he did well. He defended himself, and I don't hear much about that anymore. But the point is, right, when you say karaoke, and I'm Kalonzo, isn't that a step in the right direction? Trying to say, stop profiling communities. All right? When we say we are all cousins, anybody opposed to William Ruto, we're saying we are feeling the weight of corruption, we are feeling the weight of ethnicity. We have, because that is what is happening, even in the recruitment.
But it has
the recruitment of forces.
Right, it has taken Gen Zs on social media to actually try and recalibrate that particular compass to where it should be. Right?
How have they said it?
With we are all Kikuyus.
Of course.
Yes.
It was me who said I'm Kikuyu. All right? Okay, I'm actually Kikuyu, I'm Kamba, I'm Kikuyu, a Kalenjin, yeah, a cousin, Kalenjin. Warriors are my cousins because they're feeling the weight of William Ruto's maladministration.
Thank you. Right, I just want to drill deeper a bit and ask you as well, because you're on record saying you're in the process of leading, collecting, and documenting evidence, which you will use to build a case against William Ruto's government at the International Criminal Court.
Yeah.
How far are you with
these
this process?
Killings must stop. We are saying these killings, mass displacement.
No, my question to you is how far are you with the process of collecting and documenting and the process?
We have put in place a commission that I referred to. First of all, we must have the commission.
This is the People's
Restorative
Justice Commission.
Restorative justice. Look at the case of this young man we've just been watching.
Boniface
Kariuki, shot on the head, all right? And by bullets, by the way, that are paid for by Kariuki's own relatives by way of paying taxes, all right? So what we are saying is we have to collect this evidence. We are collecting, that's for sure, because we have in place a commission. I referred earlier to a lady who was filming what was going on in Ngong Town. And others. I mean, Kenyans on social media, are amazing. Kenyans on social media. Let's compile all this evidence. And by the way, there are 2 or 3 ways of referring a country's leadership to the International Criminal Court.